exactly what you need to do. You've got to get this middle. Like, there's so much gold.
All right, I think we're back live. Sorry about that, guys. Quick drop. That is probably my internet just deciding to quit for a moment. What you missed for a brief second there was Mentalist not getting a whole lot done with that knight and eventually getting it converted by Tim. On the other side, what do we see? We see TC coming down from Mentalist in the center on that gold. So Milmano was talking strategy about how you need to get and take over that center, and a Mentalist has achieved that. His knight didn't get any kills, but he did distract Tim. He's now in control of the center, at least for now. Milmano's voice is too strong. The channel couldn't handle it, says Octagonal D.
Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, so Mantis is going to go for a monastery, which is okay. The issue though is against students, remember, so that conversion like bonus, it's going to be makes it quite tough. But it's still useful to have a monk out against this sort of scenario anyway. Because if you've got knights just frontlining it, and then you've got like the monks behind it, even against students, you still be able to maybe get a pick off in terms of conversions. It's quite nice.
Yeah, so a nice fight there in the middle. Tim grabbing a villager but having to run back. Mentalist happily booming up in the center on that TC, which is on gold. If he can drop another TC on the other side of the gold, he's going to be in really nice shape. Or even a tower. Just annoy that area if you can. The problem, though, right now is that cavalry is the name of the game. Mentalist has 3 knights on the field. His opponent has 2. Mentalist here can pick this monk pretty quickly. He's going to snipe it from behind with the 2 scouts.
Beautiful.
Very nice play from Mentalist there to grab down that monk. He does have that 1 HP scout still alive. Losing a Vil here is not that big of a deal in my humble opinion, because I think he's going to be just fine. He's going to kill this knight. He's going to kill the scout, or at least chase it off. And Mentalist, I think, is going to be very happy with this result. Behind by 6 Vils, but now controls the center, and there's the siege workshop on top of the hill that we're used to seeing from Mentalist.
Yeah.
Mentalist getting his swagger back this game. I can't say that he's winning or that he's going to win it, but building a siege workshop on a hill is one of Mentalist's favorite things to do. The other favorite thing is building a super ballsy castle. So we'll look for that ballsy castle later in the game. And Tim is going to turtle up here. He's going to quick wall off the front of that 1 land bridge to try to block Mentalist from coming in and raiding him, which is fine. I mean, it's going to stop the raiding, but like you said, if he's walling out all of the gold on the map, so I don't know what his late game strategy is going to be. He needs to try to take on his opponent and get some of this gold. But for the moment, Tim will be walling out. We are past the time of a re, so we will finally see Game 3 go through here. We've seen a couple of re's in a row. Mentalist running through with a couple of scouts. That's probably the last set of units he'll be able to run through, so he can get an idea of Tim's economy. He's gonna
Good for him. He gets a He gets. You're absolutely right. It's just like a good idea of an economy, where he's at, what's going on. Basically, he's 3 months, just run away. And okay, right. So this is interesting, right? So he's 6 Vils behind, but it's still not the end of the world here for Mensis, because Persian, of course, the past of producing TCs for villagers is very nice. It helps him catch up, and he's got this middle ground. All he's got to do is just slap a castle on that, get a 3rd TC up, probably in the other order, and
Yep.
and all is good. I mean, the other thing probably that Tim will have to do then is try and go for water. There are a couple of solutions for Tim's issue here. You've still got the market to work with, so you can try and sell resources. You can go trash. You can go. It's getting chainmail armor, so that's telling me he's probably go for what? Pike.
Sure.
So what's he gonna go for? Is he gonna go up and go Hal Bram maybe?
Yeah.
Or is he gonna go for a Castle Age play? He's thinking about a Castle Age play here. Yeah, he's putting down 3-4 axes and gonna go for a siege workshop.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if Tim goes with some aggression here, because he has to win back the middle, right? I mean, if he doesn't win back the middle in the next maybe 10 minutes, I just don't see any way he can win this game, because his opponent, Mentalist, is just going to build another TC. He's going to be taking gold very happily, and screw the villager advantage. He's up by 6, but 6 villagers who are not able to grab any gold, so it's a straight trash war for him. Tim's not going to be happy because he's going to lose 3 knights here for free. There's going to be 3 converts. Nope, only 2. He's going to lose 2 to conversions. He will send a few monks of his own in. He will snipe a mangonel. Can this mangonel grab those monks is the big question. They won't. Those monks will be retreating. They are now walled out of Tim's area, but for the moment they are alive. Mentalist solidifying his lead in the center.
Oh, but look at this though. He's leading the walls like the monks in, and now it's just like, well, easy game, boys. I'm going to come in right now with all my knights. But
Yep.
this could be a trap at the same time.
It could be a trap.
Upgraded, but I don't see any pikes.
It could be a trap. Let's look. Just a ram in that siege workshop for the moment. The monks do get a few conversions, but Mentalist will now walk in with 4 monks of his own if he wants to. He can also knock down the front door. That last house is on 4 HP, so that's going to die right now. Tim's got some villagers out in the vicinity if he wants to try to quick wall, but it looks like for the moment he's going to be happy with running away. Mentalist getting a little too cocky with that mangonel. He will maybe get a convert here, but he's going to certainly lose it. Let's see. Do we see a conversion? Monks working their way. They're going to grab 2 of those knights, all 3 of those knights. Wow. Really nice conversions there for Mentalist, and his army is starting to look pretty nasty, and they will be running through the eco of Tim now, and this is a problem. Tim's going to have pikes in defense to try to stop the bleeding, but he needs to win the center here in the not-so-distant future.
Oh, but he's kind of cocked up here a little bit by Mentalist. He kind of didn't protect the monks a little bit. It might be okay. Oh, okay, he was lucky there. He could have lost all 3 of them. That's fine. That was... Yeah, maybe he slightly baited here, actually. Mentalist sort of went to him in the mangonel, and then he was like, I don't know if it was a bait or he was just a little bit out of position there. But either way, I'd be actually really upset if I was Tim, because you got shooting bonus, and I am not seeing it work, because these conversions are flying through. It's really crazy.
Mentalist starting to build some scorpions. He's anticipating that huge amount of trash that will soon be coming forward. Also, more monks in for the Mentalist, and maybe some more knights here eventually. What do we got? We don't have any queued at the moment. So Mentalist happily solidifying his hold on the center. Does not have a whole lot of food eco at the moment. Has a bunch of gold. Tim has spent everything. I think Tim is really, like you said, he's in it for a little push here. He probably can't afford to wait too long. He's going to be in a lot of trouble. It might be interesting. Yeah, I think Mentalist will be fine, and he can certainly wall up some of this gold if he starts to feel like he's losing the center area. But here come the rams and the pikes from Tim. What do you think about this, Momano? You think this is going to work for him?
This is going to be his best shot at reclaiming this, because, you know, Mentalist clicked up, so his resources are a little bit down, but he's actually got pretty good resources. But there's 3 scorps uphill with a mangonel, but they're going to get caught out. Oh, no, that's a disaster on the mangonel front.
Yeah, so the mangonel goes down, a couple of conversions there, so less knights in play. Villagers need to start garrisoning this TC and start focusing down some of those pikes. Scorpions still firing, there's 1 left. Rams are all in play. All 4 of those rams did survive the onslaught. And I think Tim's going to win this, isn't he?
Yep, this is the perfect timing. He timed this so beautifully. And the mangonel was caught off guard as well. He should have had it at the back of the TC when that came up, but it was a little bit blocked off at the same time. And there's not enough monks either, and there's just so many pikes. It's just pike spam is real.
You know what, though?
It's got good resources, though.
Yeah, Mentalist will rush down these rams and at least slow them, but the bleeding has started. Tim is still streaming in more units, and this is starting to look like an open wound. Mentalist has clicked up to Imperial Age, so at least he has that going for him. Tim has no Imperial Age click in sight. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just actually... But it's just, again, this is where Persians, again, are so good. You know, they got double the TC HP, so those rams, like, technically would have got enough to bring it down, but, you know, already, but it still takes ages to do so. Mentalist will be, yeah, oh, okay, that's annoying, but all is not lost. I'm just going to go hand cannons, and that will just sort all his problems out.
Yeah, Mentalist is actually in decent shape. He's doing a really good job of popping into the TC, killing a few pikes, popping out of the TC, batting down a ram, popping out of the TC and repairing, popping back in. He's getting the most bang for his TC buck as he possibly could. He also has something in that monastery. How many monks does he have? Just 1. Just 1 monk for Mentalist in the monastery, but he can pop out and try to convert a knight. He's still fighting for this. This is not over. Tim, certainly with the momentum, certainly has a good chance here to knock down this TC, but it is not over. This TC still stands for the moment, and here comes a ram, and maybe now it's the beginning of the end. Nice tower up there as well from Tim. Mentalist has 3 scorpions he can pop out, but Tim's going to drop a castle right in the middle of that area. Beautiful position. He'll drop.
Look at this as well. Look at the bill counts now. Mentalist is on 49. I can't even say 50. This is bad. I mean, yeah, he's got the hand cannons coming out, but what, 3 or 4 of them?
Yeah, Mentalist is in trouble here. This is, he had the middle. I thought it was a great play. I guess it was too early. It gave Tim a chance to mass up a little, and now Tim has taken it back over. And Mentalist is in trouble. He's got a couple of siege units on top of the hill there in that siege workshop, but there's going to be a castle and 2 towers and a knight there waiting with open arms for him to pop out. And yeah, this is a real problem, and Tim is still pushing on the other side with a couple of pikes onto Mentalist area. Those hand cannons are going to be pretty effective against that army, but it's looking like a dire situation now for Mentalist here in an elimination game.
How's he doing resources? Okay, it's kind of starting to drop a castle, so that's nice. Drop by his base. You get a market up now. Yep, he's doing a market. He'll sell some resources, get a treb out, and start working it down. So it's still not just over yet. Mentalist is hanging on by a thread, but he's on half the fill numbers. The thing is, though, Tim won't pick up for quite a bit of time because investing so much in his castle play because he had to, and it was all about timing here for Tim here to push up. And I think Mentalist got caught off guard with his Imperial quick upgrade. Oh, he denied.
Interesting timing here. Yeah, he's going to deny that TC and grab quite a few vills. Maybe not deny it. We'll see. They should probably give up on it, but Tim, for the moment, is trying to still finish it.
He micros Mentalist. He should take this TC builders out, most of them anyway. But he's not. He's sort of doing it bit by bit. Okay, now he is starting to micro, but too late. It's too late now.
Yeah, so that will go up. Tim will still be up by about 30 vills here, which is a huge problem for Mentalist. 32 villager, 33 villager advantage for Tim. Let's look at the TC counts. Mentalist is on 1 TC. Now that he lost his in the center, Tim is on 3 with that 1 in the center on the gold. Mentalist hand cannons are in some trouble. They need to, they're focusing down the knight. They'll be okay. They're going to run back and probably kill a bunch of these pikes in the shadow of this castle. But it is, like you said, it's looking dire. He still has a chance. Mentalist is still in it here.
Yeah, I think he's in still a decent position. He's Imperial, and he's got hand cannons, and now he's got a treb out. And now it's more for Tim of, what the hell do I do? Like, maybe knights? I just start massing up a lot of knights and start pushing it out and take out the treb. It's probably his best bet now.
Yeah, if we look from Mentalist's point of view, we can see that he is not building another treb just yet, but he does have 1 treb on the field. Needs a little more resource to keep his push going, but he's going to start attacking that castle of Tim, which is interesting. Yeah, I guess that's going to be fine. I kind of was thinking he would attack that TC first because he wants to slow Tim's gold economy, but he's going to attack the castle. He's going to have enough here probably to take down these rams and these knights, but we'll see. They might be able to snipe this treb.
Using the villagers to take out the rams.
Yeah.
But he still loses the treb. But another one's on its way.
Yep, for the moment he'll lose the treb, but he will get pretty good bang for his buck. Got a couple of rams, couple of knights for really what was 1 treb. Like you said, villagers in the fray, they are part of this war, so they are fighting as well. Mentalist will have that treb out, and what's he going to start aiming for? He's going to start hitting that castle again. Does Tim have the stone to repair it? Not really. He can repair it for a while, but he's not going to keep that up for too much longer. So yeah, maybe Mentalist has a push in him here. Maybe he has one more shot at this for the next couple of minutes. What do you think?
I know what Mentalist needs to do here. He needs to wall this front section off, like on the front with some stone wall or some houses or whatever, to stop the knights from taking out the castle. Then get another treb out. Just keep making trebs, yeah, like this. Like that's what he's got to do. Just wall the front off. Where, you know where those 2 houses are? That section can be walled off with stone wall. Just do that, and then what can Tim do? Tim will have to make a dock, get a transport ship, and then transport over, which will take time.
Yeah, Tim is happily making knights, like you said, and those will be able to freely run into Mentalist area if they want to attack that castle, attack those trebs, or maybe even run straight into that eco. We'll see what he decides to do, but for now,
go for treb.
Yeah, for now he's just trying to keep that castle going, trying to keep it alive. If Mentalist can mass enough hand cannons here, he'll probably be pretty happy to see some knights come in. He might be able to get a good engagement. He is going to snipe a mangonel. The castle will go down. Hand cannons here are in the fray. Villagers are in the fray. Mangonel shot, though, could be a big deal, but Mentalist is going to micro well enough to stop that mangonel from getting in on his hand cannons. Tim's going to lose all of his knights there on the front, and Mentalist trebs are still alive for the moment. So a decent exchange there from Mentalist. Tim kind of poking and prodding in, and Mentalist he's alive. He needs good exchanges like that to get back into this game. Yeah, that was
maybe 50 vills behind, but again, Tim nowhere near cooking up. He's making so many knights try and counteract this, but this isn't. He's trying. It's kind of weird because he's like, oh, he should just focus on clicking up, but he needs to take the middle. This is a really interesting backdrop. I mean, he's half the vill numbers, but he's making it work. That's amazing. It's unbelievable.
Mentalist right now he's got this one army and that's it. If Tim can chip away at these numbers, he's going to win this game. But like you said, he hasn't quite done that yet. He's starting to mass up enough knights, though. This amount of knights is starting to look pretty beefy. He may be able to run in and do some real damage. +2 defense on those, so they'll be relatively resistant to hand cannons. A couple of rams as well to distract the hand cannons, at least hopefully to distract them. Let's see, Tim needs to task those knights perfectly here, but he could get a good engagement in the end. Mentalist hanging back with the hand cannons, grabbing lots of damage. Going to be fighting those knights in the shadow of the castle. Is still getting lots of good shots in, but there's quite a few knights here. They're still alive for the moment. They're starting to get grabbed down. Mentalist is quickly retreating his trebs and his hand cannons. He's doing a just fine job here. And in the end, I think Tim is actually going to give up on trying to snipe those trebs, and he's going to run the remaining knights into the economy of Mentalist.
Yeah, that's smart. I mean, he's safe. It's safety in terms of holding this front line. So what he'll do now is just punish the eco, because like Mentalist just lost on like another 10 bills just there trying to protect the trebuchets. Oh boy.
Quick walling is being attempted by Mentalist, but he's not going to get it done in time. Tim's going to have his knights into the back eco here. There is no TC for these villagers to run to, and there's about 10 villagers there that will most certainly be dead soon. But Mentalist focusing his aggression on the front, still trying to treb down the center. If he can grab this TC in the center, he will deny some of Tim's gold economy for at least a little while. But still, hand cannons and trebs on the front. But like you said, those knights in the back are just getting so much work in. Oh, they are just grabbing vills left and right.
Yeah, GG.
And there's the GG from Mentalist. So there you have it. 3 games in a row for Tim. Really incredibly cleanly played games from Tim. You got to give him a lot of credit. Especially those first 2 games were just absolutely beautiful. This game was beautifully timed as well. So yep. Tim, with a nice, well-deserved win, he earned it. Thanks for co-casting with me.
I think he played the best. Of all the 3 games he played, this was his best one.